Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. Now, I'm going to show you my progress I made on the unlock of the XM800 tank, because I just completed that, and I'll give you the heads up on what I was doing just to help you out, maybe speed it up for you. One of the things that helps is if you're going to work on the earning, kill a guy, do 5,000 damage, finish in top 7. And there's a fourth one that I had missed, and my friend had told it to me, and pardon me, what it was is if you choose your nation and then play the tanks that match that nation, you get 5 points for that. So instead of a good game matching the points of damage, killing one guy in top 7, that's 5 points each, that's 15. If you play the tank of your nation that you chose, kaboom, it's 4 of those 5 points, that's 20 points. Now, one of the things that also happens, if you're doing damage, if you get 5,000, you're going to get 5 points for that. If you get 10,000, you're going to get 10 points for that. All right. Also, let's say you come up short on a game, do 4,000 damage. You don't get any points for that. However, it tracks your progress. And if the next game, for example, say you got 6,000 or more, well, 4 plus 6 equals 10, and you'd get 10 points. All right, so it keeps a running total, which is helpful. So what I did, now my friend was changing his nation every day to play different tanks and to get all the free camos. I don't care about those patriotic camos. That's just me. So I'm like, you know what? I have my heavy hitters, for the most part, are Blue Nation, Cold War. I do have some reds. I do have some greens. I could do those as well. I don't really care about doing Germany, England, China, France, blah, blah, blah. Okay. America. I don't care about World War II because I'm not going to score in World War II close to what I score in Cold War. So what you see here, I was goofing around just for fun. I have a lot of missile tanks, and so I was playing at the end of today. I was playing the SS-11 light tank with the autoloader and the 4 missiles, and you get 2 of those magazines of missiles. You get 8 missiles. Now, the thing that's good about this in this kind of game mode is that, well, you only have 8 missiles, and I almost never fire 8 missiles, because the games don't last long enough for me to fire 8 missiles. So I don't miss out on the fact that I don't have more than 8 missiles. That's just one thing. So, and as you see in the last game board, I had unlocked the extra tank showcase. So I have my Party Wagon Ninja Turtles tank in the back on the right side, and I have my Krang Technodrome right next to it. So that was super fantastic. Now you can go to your garage and buy more of those slots. I don't know, 5 or 6 is the most you could have if you want to do that. It's not that big of a deal to me, but I got a free one. I said I was going to use it. Anyway, so let's go and look at the challenges. You'll see here. Now, Flag Collector tracks your ability to unlock a war chest. All right, and you can do this twice, repeatable. I've already got the first one. I will have a video of that chest separate from this video, so I'm not going to tell you here what it is, but I am going to tell you it was special, and that the whole video has some interesting information that I got from a friend. So look for that one after you see this video. I will be making that video after I make this video. Anyway, So got the first chest, and then it starts the counter again. As you can see, it's 220 whatever, I guess, tiny letters. All right, now one of the things you need to also pay attention to are the cards. And the cards that you unlock show up in the, War Heroes Valor. And right now it says I have 1 out of 6 because I just played the final match I needed to unlock the 800 point ability to buy the 14,000 flags. So we're going to do that. So let's go and do the card, because I got info on the cards I'm going to tell you, and it'll help you out here. Okay. Man. As you can see, I have 1 Valor token. Welcome to you, Duke, etc., etc. Let's go unwrap. So scroll down here, do the unwrap. Come on, give me something good. You jerk. These are garbage. Great, but it's okay, because I've been talking to my friends. We have unearthed pretty much the whole thing of these cards. All right, this is my collection. Now, this week, you have 5 cards. As you can see, the numbers here tell you when you have all 3 numbers, you have that card. And right now, I have 1 of this uncommon card, 3 of this uncommon, 3 of this common, and then 5 of the garbage card. All right. Here's the key. I'm trying to complete the Fighting Girlfriend. This is a rare card. Now, my friend, he didn't have any, but he's far ahead of us. He's already unlocked the first 800, and he was halfway through it yesterday. Probably today he'll unlock the second, 800 point tank buying, what have you, flags. So the tough one to get here clearly is the Fighting Girlfriend. You got to get 3 of those to have this week's collection. Well, yeah, I got 1 out of 3. Now, also, there are the super rare cards. And here's the super rare cards that I have. Well, just 1. I'm sorry, 2 pieces of the super rare card here, crushing the center. None of these at all, except this 1. So I'm guessing the only one that's available that I know of is this one here. There should be 2, I guess, 1 for each of the 3 weeks, but who knows. Anyway, this is the progress. You need 3 of each card to have the card. So whatever that means. I don't know. These are kind of lame, to be honest with you. But the point of this is to see... Where's the show me the prize that you get. I don't know where it's hiding, but oh well. And so you can always tell at the top of the page your tokens. Now, the prize tanks you can get if you collect all the tanks, all the cards, you have a choice. There's a World War II Paladin Carnarvon British Tier 8 tank. I already have it. The other one is a Cold War T-72 M1. I don't have it, but one of my friends does, and he says it's awesome. So that's what I will get if I get it, if I have a chance to get it. All right, now we're back to the regular challenge thingy. And this is like I said, I've chose the Western Alliance, which is essentially NATO. There's the deal damage, and it gives you the tracking number. I got 4,300. So if I could get 6,000 in my next game, I would get 10 points. But if I only got like 700 points, I'd get 5 points anyway. Destroy a vehicle, destroy 1 or more vehicle, 1 or 10, it doesn't matter. You're going to get 5 points. If you finish in the top 7, you get 5 points for that. So the thing you should do is play tanks where your scoring is solid and top 7-ish most of the time. So that would help you. And then this shows you the countdown here. Whoops. Come here, you freak. All right. Now I'm interested in Hotel, which is the 800 points for the 14,000 flags. So that's what I'm doing. 14,000 flags. Outstanding. So now I got 14,000 flags plus the flags that I had. So I'm going to go to the Valor section. You can do it here at the top of your screen, or you can go to the main menu game mode, and it's in there as well. So here we are in banners, and yes, we're looking for tanks. Now, I will come back later on and pick up another patent for sure. 3-dimensional butt kicker. All right. But the primary thing is the tanks. And this is the dude here, the XM800T, or the XM boot, whatever you want to call it. There's also a skin for this tank, which looks fantastic. Now, this other tank is available here, the SFAC. This is the French double-barreled sniper tank. The armor is absolute garbage. The lower plate armor is the best part of it, 40 millimeters. So if you pull a Nerf gun out and shoot it, you'll blow it up. That's its weakness. So that gun better be awesome, because if they look at you cross-eyed, you're blowing up. If you don't have the Freedom tank, I highly recommend it. Freedom tank is tier preferential. It's a tier 8 that will not play tier 10s unless you're in a platoon with your friend who has a regular tier 8. It will drag you up in that regard. But if you're by yourself or playing with other tier 8 preferentials, you will see some tier 9 matches, but mostly not, because not a lot of people play tier 9. So there's other tanks, of course, you could pick up here. The Red King Dragon, the Brazilian Bulldog M41. I don't have the M41 Bulldog Brazilian because I have the M41 version, which is the T41E1, has a 10-shot autoloader. I don't need the Brazilian Bulldog. And then we also have the Motherland, right? Yeah, the Motherland Russian tank. And then there's the Liberté Frenchie and the Japanese Senshi. You can unlock all these tanks. I don't have a Senshi. Correct. Now, you can look at the Senshi at the very bottom in the dark section. If I had it, actually, I guess I do, because I have the little marker, little green marker in the corner of the box that says I have this tank. Okay. In fact, there it is in my garage. So, yes, I do have it. I didn't even know I had it. I thought I didn't have it. Oh, well. Liberté, I have this. I'll show you. Whoops. You'll see the marking again. So, I got the Liberté from some giveaway. Might have been the Christmas time. I'm not sure. But I don't have the Motherland. So, let's look at this one. Okay, I guess I'm wrong. I do have that. One of the giveaway tanks. I guess I have all of these, except I know for a fact I don't have this one. See, there's no markers. The markers would appear here. Let me show you on my thing right here. It would show you right here. That's where the little markers on the edges. I don't have this tank. So this is the only one of the tier 8s I don't have. I have the King Dragon. I have the Freedom. So the Bulldog, which I don't need and I don't want it, I wouldn't give you anything for it. I literally don't want it. Now, it's good unless you have one of the better ones, like the Holland, which is a Halloween tank, is better. And the T41E1 with a 10-shot autoloader is the same tank shell, essentially, but it's got an autoloader, so it's better. Those are the two good ones to me. So I'm going to get the XM boot. You know, like I'm Canada, eh? It's all about the boot. So, except for 12,500 flags, jackpot. That's fantastic. We were looking forward to this tank. And I've seen it in some of the matches I've been playing. You gotta love that kind of wicked chain gun. But it means I have to put a commander in there. I mean, that's okay, I got commanders. Excellent. The following vehicle has been added. The XM boot. You have an XM boot and a garage slot. Congratulations. So here's my XM boot that's not showing up. That's fantastic. There's the VADS. Ah, there's the boot. All right, now that's all good and everything, but I'm going to pick up that, what do you call it? I'm going to pick up the skin for this tank. All right, come here, you freak. I guess it's here. Appearance, there we go. Oh, now here's something else I was going to tell you. This is the XM57 sniper tank. Now you can buy this tank in the mega pack, but most people don't want to buy it. My friend was saying, hey, I'm not going to buy this. You know, you have to have almost $300 worth of gold. 75 grand, I guess is what it was. No, 75 grand? That's not 300. You know, that's actually 150. It's 3 packs, and he was thinking the 100 pack as opposed to 50 pack. 12,000 is a 50 pack. So, yeah, it's 150 bucks or 160, whatever it is. The technical total is around 150, a little bit more, US. Now, you can get this tank also, in theory, in the Valor chests, but there's a catch. The catch is, let me show you. In fact, I need to go and show you that. But anyway, let's look at this briefly. This is the XM57 sniper tank. I would like to get my grubby little mitts on this one, but I'm going to have to play the game. You know, take a chance, etc., of snagging said tank. It'll be luck for me, but I mean, it looks cool. It reminds me of the Roswell, you know, somewhat with that skin. Now, here's the skin for the XM boot. So this looks pretty cool. So let's go and buy one XM boot skin. All right, we got this done. Here you have the Frenchy double-barreled sniper tank skin. Here you have an American T78 sniper tank skin, which is pretty cool. I have that tank. And then this is the 4th of July skin for the Stage 100 T32A Proto. So, and then more camouflage, patriotic style. These are hideous to me. I'm sorry. I'd like this American one if it had an actual dark blue, like a navy type blue, like the American flag has, but not this light Frenchy blue. That French blue does nothing for me. And there's more of those over here. Blah, blah, blah. If you're interested in this, great. You can get them for free. I couldn't care less. But that's just me. So now, here's the boot. Let's go into the boot and let's get our skin. Summer skin. Here's the autumn skin. I'm sorry, the desert skin. And here is the urban skin. All right, now there's the XM boot. 1776, July the 4th, 2025. That's when I'm making this video. That's fantastic. So I'll come back and worry about this other stuff later. Well, let me think about it for a second. Should we load this tank out? We probably should. I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it. All right, light tank. Well, its stock speed on this dude is like 88. You can see this right here. All right. So stock speed on this is 88. Consumables. Let's go with some basic stuff. I got some extras. All right. What is the penetration of these rounds? Penetration is some god-awful number that's so small I can't read it. I'll deal with it later. Don't worry about it. I literally can't read this on my laptop. I don't think I'm going to need enhanced targeting, but we will get tracks. We will get engine. I may use a stabilizer bar depending on the accuracy during rotation. Accuracy during rotation is 1.21. And the thing is, this is an Era 2 tank, and to me, its primary function would be as an anti-Weasel MK1. All right, and you'll need really good accuracy during rotation to be able to chase down the Weasel. Now, also, what is the look at that? Hull rotation speed is very good, 55. So that means it's going to drive better than the Weasel MK1, or 1MK, I guess, technically. So that is fantastic. Probably going to go with that. Commander. Let's just grab a regular commander here. Yeah, all right. So then we're going to go over here. We're going to go and pull. Actually, I have an MK1 Weasel. There it is right here. So let's stick this Ninja Turtle freak in there. This dude is loaded with 9 skills, as you can see. And he's got clutch braking for extra turning speed, chain gun, yada yada, ramming weasels actually. This is the regular snapshot, which is the low-end version that will improve your accuracy during rotation. So let's go with this and see what this gives us. Let's go back to the XM boot, and there is the Leonardo 1 XM boot. Now, whole rotation in the center column at the very top, 58.95. That's sick. I don't think I've ever seen one higher than that. Now, there are some that are close. They'll be close, and that would be like the Hetzer. That thing rotates super fast. So we have 10% fire. That's good. I mean, we don't have to worry about adding fire protection. Accuracy during rotation now is dropped to 0.77, which is, kind of nice. Still needs to be lower, so I'm probably going to go ahead and add that. I might not add it immediately. The stabilizer bar, it will drop the numbers substantially. I'll give it a run in a match and see what it's like and adjust it there too. So reload on this is down to 17.83. That's very good. Now it has 75 rounds, which is fine. The Weasel has 100, so that's the dealio. That it has less rounds than the Weasel, but the speed is better and the turning is better as well. And you'll notice I did not add the gasoline, which would give you extra turret rotation. But extra turret rotation also gives you extra inaccuracy of rotation. So you don't want to jack up your rotation of your turret because it makes your accuracy less. And since this dude is meant to kill Weasels and BMPs, Martyrs, Begleit Panzer, that's what lighter tanks, that's what it's meant to kill. You need to have accuracy. So like I said, I'm probably going to add the stabilizer bar, but I'm going to give it a run and see what happens. So now my XM boot is good. It looks pretty freaking killer. So I'm good with that. Let's see, we covered that. Now let's go look at the stats and the stats of the. See, flag collection is counting down to my next chest. Valor, no. Banners of Valor. This is what we need to see. So we're down to what? 10 points. All right. We had 810. So now the thing is, and this is the secret about the banner chests, the Valor banner, the Banners of Valor chests, just called Valor chest. Anyway, let's look down here. Now, down the road, if you don't want to waste your time and effort to get this double barrel tank, I'm going to get it just because it'll be fun. All right. But go down here. When you get down to 650, you can earn 6 Valor war chests. And the key thing of the Valor war chest is that they have a higher percentage of getting a tank out of it. And I'm going to show you that. I'm going to go to the war chests here. Yeah, whatever. All right. Where's my blah, 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 blah. You know, we should open the free chest today. Maybe I'll get lucky and get a camo voucher or a day of premium. Those are the two best items. After that, probably free XP. Hey, Commander, I can't complain. Commander booster, awesome. All right. Banners of Valor War Chest. Now, this shows you the basic stuff that you can get. Some of the awesome tanks. At the very top of the list, you see the XM57. This is the way to get this tank, and I'm going to show you the secret of figuring out can you get it. The other one that's in there as well is a Sentinelle, which is a Frenchie tier 8 tank. And then, of course, the XM boot, but I already have the XM boot, so I don't worry about that one. And then uncommon, you have free XP, days of premium, Vera, 3-star commander, and then camouflage vouchers. At the very one common, you get flag points, you get lower values of free XP, 1 day of premium is possible, and 2-dimensional commanders as well. So, but we're going to look at the actual drop table because this is going to contain the secret that you need to see. I hit the Y button, which would be triangle on PlayStation. All right, War Chest. We're looking for Banners of Valor. All right, now here we go. Blah, blah, blah. But that golden case looks awesome, doesn't it? All right. You can buy them, which is a great deal if you need them. 1 chest for 500, 5 chests for 2,500, and 25 chests for 12,500. Now, that sounds kind of high, Duke. Yes, it is. But there is some thinking going on here. Let me tell you the thinking. And it's going to matter to you guys. I got to go claim this dude here. Yeah, I'll do it later. I got a couple more days. Anyway, these are the different drops. Now let's go here. Commander, 3D or 2D, whatever, 18%. Emblems, universal camo vouchers. That's the regular ones you see in the season, for example. Vehicle skins are in there. Camo sets are in there. Premium account, those are days of premium. Okay, actually, my friend got a 7 and a 14 day. What a freak, right? So I know for a fact there are 14 days of premium available, and they have been gotten. Free XP, 10, 15,000, 20,000, whatever. Okay, actually, I was trying to scroll down. I can't do that. Okay. You could get silver, which is kind of like Brownie says, a slap in the face. It's like, just go earn silver, stupid. Oh, well, whatever. It's helpful if you don't have a lot of silver, all right? Flag voucher, whatever. Which is flag voucher and more flag currency. That's, fine. Premium tank, this is the key. Plus vehicle slot, 11%. And then there's, of course, the rare and highly sought after super drop. And the super drop is either one of three things: 20,000 gold, or 50,000 gold, or the third one is, the heck is it? Oh, I want to say it's a hideous amount of free XP. And I don't remember the total, but it's a nasty amount. But I don't want to say it wrong and then have people come back, you lied to me, it was not, whatever. It's a lot, okay? I do remember the gold parts, right? In fact, here it is. It's right here. We'll show you. Now, this is the premium tanks. This is the key about the XM57 and then also the French Sentinelle. And that is this. These are the total tanks that are available. Now, you have I call them the common tanks or garbage tanks. The Minuteman. Now, it's a great tank if you don't have it. This thing is blocks like you wouldn't believe. It's a terrific Tier 7 T29 with a killer Minuteman design on the turret. Defiance Matilda. Now I have both of these tanks. This is a tier 5. Then there's the brand new XM57 sniper tank. You can't get it unless you buy it in the mega pack. The XM boot, which I just got today for free, is in there. And then the other one is the Sentinelle Frenchie tier 8. Now the key deal is, if you have all of these other tanks, the epics, then you're going to get these. But trust me on this one, I don't have all of these, so I know, I'm sure of it. I'm 99.9% sure that I'm going to get these other orange ones before I get the Sentinelle or the XM57, which I would really want because it just looks awesome and I'm American. I don't care about that Frenchy trash. Hey, if you're French, you know, maybe it's awesome and you want that, but I really couldn't care less. All right. But anyway, I have a hammer, tier 7 Tiger, fantastic. I do not have the Adler, which this is the German word for eagle. So this is the Eagle VK45. Do not have it, so that's one. I will be getting that. Vengeance T20, I have that tank. That is a medium tank, tier 8, with a 50% commander bonus. It's fantastic. In fact, it's good, and I was in a tier 10 match that I almost won myself in that match. In this tank, it was that good. It penetrates tier 10 tanks. It was good. So the only tank I'm missing right now here is the Adler. Stockade, I do not have the 703 Stockade. That's a Russian tank. So, you know, whatever. Then there's the Égalité, which means equality in French. All right, so the Égalité, I have that, so I'm good on those two. Then there's the Fatherland, which I do not have, another Russian tank. And then the last one here, this one I don't have. This one is the WZ-111 Killing tank. You know, it might also be pronounced Quillen, but there's no U there, so it seems like having it called the 111 Killing tank sounds good to me. Now let me show you what it looks like if you didn't know, because I had never seen this tank before. And this is the Killing tank. And that tank has that awesome dragon barrel. That looks fantastic. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. I'd like to get this tank out of one of those chests. This dude is a super expensive tank, by the way, and I've never seen it for sale. I just, never saw this tank. I don't go hunting around and drooling over tier 10s. You know, after you get, 1 or 2 tier 10s and play them, you're like, it's okay. But the price, if you were going to buy this from the store, $22,000. No, I'm not buying this ever. I don't pay 22 grand for a tier 10. That's, probably $90. Not happening. But it looks fantastic. That's a golden barrel. It's awesome. All right. So let's go back. And again, the secret is, so for myself, Fatherland, Stockade, and Adler. I got to get 3 tanks. Well, I'm sorry, maybe even the Killing tank has to show up as well. I don't mind that one. All right. But I'm thinking I'm going to have to pick up the Adler. My thinking is the Adler is a tier 7. I'd get that one first. The, Fatherland or the Stockade, followed by the other one. And then the 4th one I would get would be the Killing tank. And then after all of that, the next epic tank you would get, or I would get, not you, but I, would be either the XM57 or the French Sentinelle. So that's my plan. I hope that I'm wrong. Now, the plan that I'm dictating to you here is based upon the Bernie results. Back in Christmas time, he actually got the Yeti tank. The tier 10 Kampfpanzer, I don't know, whatever number the Kampfpanzer that it was. The tier 10 Kampfpanzer was the Yeti tank. And you had to get all the regular guys, like all the red ones, and then there were, if you remember, those special golden boxes you had to get. It only came out of the golden boxes, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, he got all of those. There was 3 reds he was missing. He got those. And then he got the other ones. And then the last one that completed of the entire list, and this list is smaller, which is good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That list was 15. The end of the list for Bernie was, as we anticipated, the ultra rare Yeti tank. And people were going out of their minds to get that. He got it. He's the only one I know who has it, that freak. And so we played a match with him. Brownie and myself played a tier 10 match with Bernie in his Yeti tank. We won that match too. It was great. So it was fantastic. But I'm looking at these tanks, this XM57 and the Sentinelle, to be like kind of like one step below the Yeti tank, because the only way you could never buy the Yeti tank. You could just play the gambling game, which is here. We have the gambling game here, but you could buy the 75,000 gold baloney mega pack and get refunds for all the tanks that you already own in that mega pack. That's fine if that's what you want to do. I'm not doing that. You know, I bought the mega pack for the Ninja Turtles, and that dude was semi-expensive, okay? But it was cool. It was Ninja Turtles, once in a lifetime. I got it. So this is my plan. I'm going to be getting another 6-pack for sure of those Valor chests, because what I will do when I'm ready to go for it, I wanted to wait till I got the XM boot. I got the XM boot, and I'm ready to go at any time. But the deal is, it's the 11% payoff of getting a premium tank out of those chests, which is like the old long hauls. It was 1 out of 10, 10%. So it's possible out of, right now I could buy a 25-pack, and then if I get 6 added for free, that'd be 31. That's expectation there on regular luck is 3. You catch a little break. I've gotten, out of the back in the day when they sold the 30 packs of the key cards, I've gotten 7 and 8 tank results. It does happen. It's very rare. I'm not banking on it. I'm just saying there's a shot, of getting more than extra. 3 is going to get me everything up. It would get me, I think, if I got 3, I'd get everything. I'd be short the killing tank and short the 57 or the Sentinelle, or all 3. But if I'm wrong and it's truly random, I could get any of those tanks. So we'll find out later. When/if I do this, I would make a video of it, of course. Okay, so that covers the whole XM boot master plan, really. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now, I will have a video of my Overlord chest and the story behind it to explain to you what my friend showed me. So that'll be a regular video, 5 or 10 minutes long, nothing super special, but interesting, okay? Like, kind of special, but not super special. I have another killer game that I played with Hayden's dad, and you see that one. It had a great result for our team, but there's a story behind it that makes it special. That's the key. And we were working on helping him finish off his game board this week. And there's also, I have at least one classic shorty that will be coming up. Just, fun stuff. I do classic shorties whenever I have fun stuff from myself or other people that, really short videos, clips that are really nice. So take that pizza out of your mouth, Leonardo, you jerk. I don't have pizza. And you're eating pizza in front of me and every one of my viewers. Oh, you're a freak. Anyway, dadgum Ninja Turtles, what are you going to do? Starting to feel like Shredder. Or maybe even more like Krang. I'm surrounded by morons. So, hopefully you enjoyed this. You learned something about the cards, XM boot, the other premium tanks that are available. And like I said, when I do the other stuff, I will make a video updating you on that. So, that covers everything. Look forward to seeing you guys again in another video. Thanks for watching. And as always, please like and subscribe.